Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lynett and the tourism channel where we talk about tourism, travel, all those amazing things. So in my midst, we have an amazing gentleman, a leader, a cultural leader for the Iteso people. But before you go any further, if it's your first time on my channel, feel free to subscribe over there. Hit me up in the comment section. Let me know what you think about this content. Today we're learning about the Iteso people. You know, are there things you didn't know about the Iteso people? Let's maybe learn some things, like let's say 5 or 10 things about the Iteso people. So join me to welcome Mr. Stephen
Ogwang.
Mr. Stephen Ogwang, the youth minister of the Iteso people.
Yes. Maybe just correct the deputy minister of culture and community development.
My apologies.
No problem. Let's go.
The deputy minister for culture and community development.
Yes.
So is Iteso as a chiefdom?
Yes, we can say the Iteso have a chiefdom.
Oh, so it's the Iteso chiefdom.
Yes.
Okay. So Mr. Ogwang, please introduce yourself to our viewers and with more detail about you and everything.
Yeah, thank you, Lynett. As already said, I am an elder and I'm on a mission in this ministry of culture. We have a mission. There is something we want to accomplish.
Yes.
Because the viewer will agree with me that culture has got to be sustained and maintained.
Sure.
And if that is not put into place, in the forms of possibilities for sustaining culture, you will find that culture just gets eroded.
Very true, very true.
Then something else comes in and replaces that culture. Now, when something else comes in and replaces that culture, it means that that particular group of people, that particular tribe, will begin to behave differently. Okay? And it will be difficult to associate it with its past. But when we can capture useful things from the past and bring them on, okay,
yes,
in the family, in the clan, then you know that there is something to be proud of. There is a heritage to be proud
heritage.
of. Yes.
Okay.
So that's the mission which I'm on.
As the culture minister.
Yes.
Mr. Ogwang, I've heard about the Iteso people, but maybe you would like to intrigue the viewers with maybe, let's say, 10 things that make the Iteso people unique, or that are unique in the Iteso culture. I remember previously when we were talking, you talked about the potatoes which are dried, which I have not tasted before, and I don't know how that is done. We are going to check that out eventually.
Yes.
But inform our viewers some cultural facts about the Iteso people. So in case I have a viewer who is an Iteso, they can learn something and get away with something so that they can learn something from the video.
Why don't we begin with, for example, the language?
Yeah.
That is something which makes the Iteso proud that we have not borrowed a language to communicate with, but we have our original language, which is called Iteso.
Iteso.
Yes. You know, when we are talking, we shall go with A, E, A, U. Okay?
Okay.
So, when we talk about the language, we go for A, Iteso. When we go for the people, we go E, Iteso. And when we go for a man, we say Iteso. And when we go for a lady, we say Iteso.
Wow, so woman is an Iteso and the man is an Iteso? Really?
So, that's how rich it can be and how interesting it can be. But you know, and also, it's a language check. If I find you coming to me and saying, "Oh, how are the Itesos?" then I know that you have murdered it.
Okay.
We are called Iteso.
Iteso.
Yes.
And the woman is
how
called?
How many they are? They are Iteso.
Iteso people.
The woman is
Iteso.
Yes.
And the man is?
Iteso.
Iteso.
Yes. Yes. And even if still enjoy the language and say when you say a woman, you say aberu.
Aberu.
Yes. Then when you talk about a man, you still go e.
Eberu.
No. I like that one.
Okay.
Etwan.
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 Aberu.
Aberu. Etwan.
Yes. Then when you go a little bit diminutive, the children, ikoku.
Ikoku.
Yes. You can't call him ekoku because he will be a big one. But is diminutive, or rather in small form. Okay? Wow. So the language makes the Iteso a people who are unique because they understand each other, or they understand one another using the language Iteso. Okay. Let's talk about something else. For example, family.
Yes.
Let's look into the family.
Yes.
Now, in the family, the Iteso attach a great deal of emphasis on respecting the elder, the father, papa. Okay? And he is addressed always as papa.
So culturally, the father is called papa.
Yes.
Okay.
And so when you have that, that is the title. Yes, call it a title, but I'm almost calling it a prefix. Something you must begin with. A child, when he comes to his father, whoever will first of all say papa. Yes. And when also ending, he said, yes, papa. Ebo, papa. So in the family, there is that kind of hierarchy, there's that kind of respect and relationship, and that is within the Iteso culture. That papa, what papa says is likely to be the best guide. Yes. It can be 99.9. Yes. Should be 99.9% the good guidance. Okay? And families grow because papa is given the task. He is the think tank of the family. Okay, papa. And then there is also Toto, who is the mother. Oh. Yes. Yes.
I don't know. I feel like in Uganda, Toto is like a child.
Yes. But those are now the dynamics of languages.
Yes.
Okay? And even in Kiswahili, you have mtoto. Okay? But Toto is that mama. Okay? Toto. That mother. Okay? Who is respected and to whom she is the domestic scientist. Okay? Toto is taken as the domestic scientist.
She'll figure out what to eat,
she'll figure out what to eat and what could happen. Actually, Toto is sometimes knowledgeable. Not only on, she's not only a dietitian, but she also doubles as a medical
doctor.
Yes, because a child has an upset stomach. She
gets the herbs. She knows what can help.
Because I'm not talking about science, modern science. I'm talking about the traditional knowledge, which was already there vested in Toto.
Yes.
Okay, she will know what you can drink in order to stop that upset stomach, or in order to whatever. Toto will do something about it.
Wow.
Yes. So that family relationship and role of responsibilities becomes very important in the Iteso culture. Then, of course, you know that the father, Papa, has got the responsibility to guide his children, especially the boys. The boys had always to. Papa became the mentor for the boys.
The boy child.
Yes, the boy child was always mentored by Papa, because the roles within the family were different.
True.
Yeah, for example, the Iteso, you have to know this when it comes to domestic activities. The father, the father and the sons were responsible. Let's go to the agriculture. They were responsible for raising up oxen that would pull the plow in order to prepare the garden. Okay? That is a responsibility. And it's unique to Iteso, the plow.
Okay.
Most of in all of Uganda, the people who use the plow most are the Iteso.
Okay.
They had their tractor. Okay? And the boys and their dad would be responsible. Very early in the morning, they would wake up and then go plowing. Okay?
To till the garden.
Yeah. You harness those oxen, and then you go to the garden, and then either Papa is holding the plow and the boys are directing the
cow,
the bulls.
The bulls.
Yes, the bulls. The whole thing was a he thing. Is and was a he thing. Okay, no cows plowing, no mama holding a plow. It's only boys and the bulls are at work and Papa. And you needed to know, and he would train you how to direct this oxen.
That's
the
a very
oxen.
powerful system, because I feel even currently the boy child, the father figure is missing a lot in the present day families.
A lot. But that was a bond.
Foundation. Yeah.
There was a bond between the father, and he wants to know, to pass on all these skills to his children. How do you hold that plow? To keep it on the furrow, so that it's not going this way, that way. Okay? Just like in the Bible, they said, when you hold the plow, don't look back. So this was already there in the Iteso culture. Eh? We are following that one in the Iteso culture. You hold the plow, make sure it's going right. The boys are telling, when you reach the end of the garden, then you have got to give the and the bulls knew the language. Okay, you just say kaudie, yeah, they come. Okay, they bend and come back. You go, you reach the other side, you say kaudie, they come again. So, Lynett, that's an interesting bond. That's in the family. Those things were working. Early in the morning, they have gone. Later on, as they are still in the garden, Mama Toto will come with something for the stomach to encourage you, so you can see the teamwork. Mama comes with porridge, millet porridge. Lynett, you should take some millet porridge and see how energized you can be. You gain more strength.
I love millet porridge.
Yes, millet porridge.
Yes.
Good.
It's very nutritious.
Good for nutritious for the stomach. Then she would bring that porridge, and the oxen would also rest a bit. No porridge for the oxen. Later on, we'll give them theirs.
Some grass.
But Papa and kids will sit down under a tree or something and enjoy the porridge which Toto has brought.
Wow.
Okay? So like teamwork, family, enjoying. Okay? Well, at the same time, the girls may have gone
to get
for water,
firewood.
Yes. So the Iteso were a very agricultural people. If the garden has been prepared, then they can put potatoes. They would really make potato heaps in that garden. They were let me tell you, in Uganda, in the 60s and in the 70s, Iteso was called the basket of Uganda.
Really?
Yes, because
the food basket.
The food basket. Because especially the sweet potatoes came from there, and the bananas. I mean, not bananas. I beg your pardon. The cassava came from there.
And your land is very fertile. Your land is very fertile.
It is. It is fertile land. Okay, so that's quite another thing, another valuable item we can discuss at length, how the Iteso family is run. Okay, it's well organized. So first I started with language.
Yes.
I went to the family.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I can go to other things, maybe like the foods. I'll ask you a question.
Yes.
If you go to any part of Uganda,
Yes.
you will hear people talking about emolokony.
Molokoni. Yes.
Where did it come from? That word.
It's a Baganda food.
Oh! Lynett, come on. The word, let's go with the word first. Molokony. Is that a Luganda word?
I don't. No, it's not.
That is Iteso.
Really?
Yes. The Iteso word. Emolokony.
No, you're changing it for in Baganda. We call it molokoni.
That's the problem. You just cut the word. You just cut off its legs.
So it's a molokoni. A molokoni.
Yes. Now look at the prefix. A.
Which you already have.
Yes, and it's a big thing, strong thing. Emolo. Not emolokony, not amolokony, but emolokony. It is something which the Iteso were the first people to begin preparing emolokony, and then to went to other parts of Uganda. You have to get a study, either go to Google and find out about the origin of emolokony.
Wow, I've had viewers. We need to find the origin of
But
emolokony.
if you don't get it on Google, get it from Stephen Ogwang, that emolokony originated from Teso, and then to move slowly
And settle down in Kampala
to Mbale,
with
then
Baganda.
to move slowly to Iganga until to reach Kampala. Okay? And you're free to call it molokony, but kindly please, if you want to get it in the original language, say emolokony.
Emolokony.
Yes. It is something which tells you more that the Iteso were people who knew, because if you've got bone weaknesses, you got arthritis, all these joints.
And the fact that they used to work a lot in the garden, tailing
all
and
these
everything.
joints, okay? You have to do something. Don't go to the medical doctor. Just go and buy emolokony, and then you'll see what's going to happen. Okay?
I like it personally. I really like it.
Let me talk about ajono. Have you heard about ajon?
Yeah, it's a beverage, like an alcoholic beverage, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's alcoholic. You know, there's people from Teso, they originate some things which then go to other parts of the country slowly by slowly. There was the discovery of ajono. Yes.
In Iteso land.
Yes. Just like who discovered the electric bulb? Thompson,
Really? You're doing this to me right now?
No, I mean, discoveries take place, okay?
Yes.
There are people who make discoveries.
True.
But we have to give the Iteso credit for having discovered a beverage called ajon. Yes.
Wow.
It didn't come from anywhere else, from Teso.
And that's
And they take
sorghum?
millet still, but also sorghum can make ajon. It's a kind of,
is it the one which is drunk with sticks?
Yes, it's a scientific thing. You know, they grind the millet, then they what is the right? They ferment it for 7 days in the ground.
Wow.
Okay, you should. I think when you come to Teso, we should go
have
through
a
this
look
process.
at that. Yes. Yeah.
Then they bring it out after it has been fermented. They fry it.
It has a good aroma at that point.
They fry it on a pan. Okay. Then they dry it.
Wow.
It's a process. Can you imagine? These scientists from Teso. Lynett.
Yes.
They dry it, then they start the process now, the brewing process. They dried millet, which was fermented, then they put it inside a pot, and then they put yeast on top of it. Now, the part I like best, even when I was young, even up to now, because I know Ajono can make you drunk. You know what I mean? Really drunk. But now, as a Christian, I no longer take Ajono. But the part which I liked most was the second day. After you have put yeast on the first day. The second day.
Yes.
You get sweet, very sweet Ajono. Yes. It's bubbling.
Oh God.
Effervescing. Okay. And then Mama Toto would give you a cup of that, or a calabash. It's a calabash.
Of the sweet one.
Yes. By the way, it's also good to talk about that calabash thing.
Yeah.
Because even when Mama brings
the porridge,
you can enjoy it better in a calabash. Now, go back to Ajono.
Yes.
The sweet one. It's called a win-win.
A win-win.
Yes, because it's sweet. That's why you see,
a win-win.
You hear that word is a bit onomatopoeic. Win. Sweet.
Okay. Can be serving you some juice.
We can also have this win-win also.
Yeah.
This is also win-win.
Really?
It's sweet.
Yes. Oh, I can smell the passion. Wow.
So,
yes.
We used to enjoy that on the second day. That was Children's Day.
Yes.
When you can enjoy your part of Ajono.
Before that.
Then they put the second yeast. And on the third day.
For elders only.
Wow. You can open that pot and you'd feel the aroma which is coming from there. And the energy which is there already. That day, if you take that Ajono.
It's no longer a win-win.
No. It's a metamorphosis, you know. It was a process. And that's what I like about it. That it was not just touch and go. No. You have to do the first thing right, second thing right, third thing right. Okay? So on the third day, you have that Ajono, which is very strong, very eruptive. You can be taking it and also sometimes belching and so on because it was full of energy. That is
from the Iteso people as well.
I can end with the third stage of Ajono, or the last stage, not the last stage of Ajono.
Yes.
Which is that Ajono, if it goes to the fourth day and the fifth day, it is dangerous.
Is it like Asese? It becomes like Asese?
It is really strong. Okay. So, like we say, the older wine. Yeah. So, that's the third aspect I wanted to mention. I may not bring 10 all together because I'm talking a lot, but
yes.
The Iteso.
At least our viewers are learning a lot of things about the Iteso culture. Me too. You know, I'm like,
Great. Iteso culture. Well, music. That one. My God. That is where the Iteso have something special for you. Yeah, for example, there are many types of traditional instruments, how they are played, and the dances that go with them. I will begin with the common one, which is called akogo. Akogo is a thumb piano. Okay, it's a melodic instrument. It's not a rhythm. It's rhythmic, but it produces melody. So it has a melody and it's a fast rhythm, and the Iteso use akogo. Let me give you the history. When an Iteso was going on a long journey, okay, let's say from Kumi to Soroti, okay, or a group of them were going, they knew for one thing that walking per se is boring. Just walking.
Yeah.
So they learned to play akogo. Is a melodic instrument.
As they moved.
So every tata is a step. And that means they were walking very fast. So they would reach Soroti. Half the time they would have wasted if they were just walking a boring walk. Because this one was
rhythm.
It was rhythm. It was exercise. It was therapy.
Wow.
Yes. And sometimes, if they want, they can sing. The singing really came when they settled down somewhere, and then they have, by the time they reach there, they have composed their song already. Because, so you can see an Iteso being a man of process. You can process a song on your journey.
As you walk.
Okay. You know, just goes on and on. Okay. And they sang songs, educative, as you can say, sensitization songs. Okay. All along, most of the music was talk about the work, make people hardworking, make people obedient, make children obedient to their parents, and so on. Always, okay, trying to guide, songs of guidance, but with akogo.
Yeah.
And akogo is a very vigorous dance, a free dance. You are not limited to any style. You can just use your leg, you can just use your shoulder, you can just use the head. Lynett, I think you'd be make a good candidate for that dance.
For the akogo?
Yes.
Okay.
So, free dance, but brings people together. Yes, brings people together. And as I'm saying, good messages from the music.
Yeah.
That's akogo. I'll hit on two other instruments as we close, maybe.
Okay.
Look at they have a big drum called a tida. Now, this is really a big drum. And I'm sorry, some of these things, that's why the Ministry of Culture has got to recapture some of these items.
Yeah.
Because they are fading away.
Yeah.
Yeah. So a tida was a big drum.
Yeah.
And it just sounds very heavy. Dum, dum, dum. Okay? Like the kick of the jazz set. That's how it would sound.
Wow.
Like the kick of the jazz set. And in contrast, that big drum was always in conversation with a very small drum.
Wow.
Okay? And this one, he would hit it with all of his energy. While this one, he would peck it. Okay? And this drum was really sharp, the small one. Very sharp.
That's like a woman.
Yes.
Sharp voice and a man's deep voice.
A conversation. Okay? This etida, I cannot give full proof about that. But this was a drum which was used for therapy. Yeah. Especially, it was mostly women. I don't know how it was like that. We must do more research on that. That's what I want to embark on. If a woman had psychological problems, maybe what kind of problem, for example, Lynett? A woman is
Stressed?
Now you're talking. Stressed or
Depressed.
She feels life is not going on well with her. Okay? But Go to hospital, check temperature, everything
Nothing
okay,
is wrong.
nothing. Huh? Go back. Oksam, go back because you are working. Okay. Bye. Imagine the woman is so depressed. Hospital has not yielded any results. They would say this woman needs
The drum.
the big drum, etida. The other one was called itelele because it is telelele,
Like a tiny one.
telele, or etida. And they would bring in this man, the etida player, specialist etida player. And about 4 o'clock in the evening, the etida would begin to rumble, and the whole village is gathering.
Wow.
Yeah, especially women. They are coming for their therapy. The man would play the drum with all of his energy, all of his heart. Sometimes you would not even decipher the words because he's so involved in a very big, in a lot of action.
Wow.
Okay?
Do you think there are
And
some
the
recordings of this that we can get?
And the women are dancing. They move towards the drum and then they move away from the drum. Then they move in. You can see that wave. And the key dancer is the other woman
Who is stressed?
who is stressed. And you think she's stressed? She's dancing, my dear. She's enjoying herself. The drums have been gathered because of her.
Wow.
After 1 week, she's healing. It was a psychological
Problem. Is that why people these days go to clubs? I don't know. Now that clubs are now that they closed all those places. So I've been very
Yes.
stressed during the
You
COVID
see?
times.
So yes or no? But this one was a special one
Yeah,
for
therapy.
this. Yes. And the husband, the family would pay this
gentleman.
musiotherapist. Yes. Etida.
Etida.
It's fading away slowly. Okay?
Yeah.
But
Do you
miss
think
it.
we have some recordings of this?
That's, I said, I'm not very sure, but we'll look out.
Because if there's someone out there who knows more about the Etida, please
Yes,
let us know in the
we
comment
need to know more
section.
about Etida. But
And,
come January 2021, I would like to go to Iteso and look out. We have already sent out scouts to find out some of these all-time instruments.
Oh.
Okay, yeah. Still on the music, we have Ajosi. Ajosi is also a communal dance. Okay, it's a kind of warrior-like, because one clan would bring their team of about 100 people, and another clan would bring their team, and they would meet in a big field and dance with sticks. Okay, Ajosi. Ajosi was always on a competition between tribes to see which tribe can chase away the others from the field.
From the
Yes. Sometimes it really got
serious and physical.
it really got it needed a lot of skills with a stick.
Competitive.
With a stick. The Iteso know if an Iteso holds a stick about 1.5 meters in length, a small, and you also held a stick, and he told you, hit at me, you would never hit him. Never. He knows how you are bringing your whatever, and he will just put this one
To guard.
in the right angle. He knows all the angles. Okay?
Wow.
Yes. All the
As
angles.
if Kung Fu stuff.
Yes. They Iteso had the kung fus of Uganda. You say, tak, tak, Then all of a sudden, he gives you one here. It was an interesting thing. So one tribe has one clan has to be chased away from that field because their stick tactics did
And not so
work.
good.
Are not so good. Huh?
Wow. Oh my God, this is very interesting.
Adjosi, yes. Adjosi.
Wow. Thank you very much, sir.
I could go on and on, but we have to.
Yeah, we could go on and on, but yeah, we might have to wind up. This was so informative.
Yes, and there is much more. You're
Yes.
welcome. Any other time. Yes, I've not finished the music.
Ah.
I've not gone into the foods really.
Oh my God, yeah, because the
so-
food you talked about, the potato, you called
The
it
potato I told you is called amukeke.
amukeke.
Yeah,
M
when I
cake.
traveled to some other countries and they couldn't pronounce it, I just said, say cakes. Arm cakes.
Arm cakes.
Yes, but arm cake is a very good thing to tell you about how the Iteso thought about food security.
Yeah, I think this is something they should wait for our next video
Correct.
when we are taking them through the preparation of cake
Yes.
and testing it, and we shall be deep down in kumi,
Great.
God willingly.
Great.
Yeah.
Eyalama. I hope you can say Eyalama.
Eyalama no.
That's another word which was transported from Teso and it's everywhere now.
Eyalama.
Yes.
There's actually a song, a gospel song.
Many songs have been composed because of the language. You know, Iteso is a very, what is the right word? Contagious.
Rich? Oh,
Language.
really? Is it?
Yes.
More than Uganda?
My dear.
I'm messing with you right now.
Eyalama.
Eyalama no.
Ebo. Okay.
Eyalama is bye. Is goodbye.
No, it is thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much. And this is all we had for you today from Mr. Stephen, the Deputy Culture Minister of the Iteso people. We're planning so much content coming up for you. If there is something you want to know about the Iteso people, just let us know in the comment section. We have more videos coming up and we want to share with you so much culture and history of Uganda. So if there's some culture you want to know about, let us know in the comment section. Otherwise, that's all we had for you today. Till next time. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, no. Don't go. Wait. Mr. Stephen, where can people find you online? Do you have social media platforms where people can follow you? Ask you questions, show you some love online. Where can people find you?
Well, for now I can say not yet.
Not yet.
Mm.
Okay.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Stephen.
Pleasure.
Bye.